Hello children, let me welcome you to the virtual class of the Brihan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika. My name is Shraddha teacher. Children, we are in the middle of this COVID-19 pandemic, and because of that we are not able to go to school, but that doesn't mean we are going to stop learning. So we are going to do many lessons which are very interesting from your textbook through the virtual class here. So let us do a lesson in English today. Come on children, let us start another lesson in Scholarship English for Standard 8th. And if you remember, now what are we doing? We are talking about word puzzles and riddles. And in the previous lesson, we talked about crossword puzzles, where we talked about two kinds of crossword puzzles, and we also did many examples and discussed certain questions also about crossword puzzles. Now, taking this idea forward about word puzzles and riddles, we are going to do the lesson riddles this time. Okay, so it will be the second lesson in unit 2. So we'll call it lesson number 2.2, riddles. So now let us try and understand what riddles are. So when I say riddles, it means something which makes you think, something which leads you to imagine. Okay, and something which will also in a way improve your capacity to use words. So in a way it is a lesson which will lead to improvement in vocabulary. You will learn more words. Okay, you will have to refer to the dictionary also sometimes, so that also will teach you a lot of new things. So come on, let us understand what the meaning of riddles exactly is. Now we know that riddles means something to do with words, where some words are given and we have to try and find out meaning of these words. So let us see what riddles are. So a riddle is a statement, question or phrase which has got a veiled meaning. Now look at the word here, it is veiled, V-E-I-L-E-D. So do you know the meaning of a veil? So a veil means a kind of a dupatta or a parda which people use to cover their faces. So do these words also, or the statements or the sentences, do they also cover their faces? No, but they hide something. To veil means to hide something. So when you cover your face with a veil, what are you doing? You're hiding your face. Okay, so in the same way, a statement or a question or a phrase which has got a hidden meaning. So then how will you find out the meaning of this hidden idea? You will have to think about it. You will have to use the meaning of words, etc. to think more about it. So it is a word puzzle which is meant to be solved. Okay, and now you will see that these kind of riddles can also be in the form of jokes that are a play on words. So when you play with words, okay, when you create jokes, but there is a question which has to be answered there, then that is also a riddle. Now children, enjoy asking riddles and trying to solve them. Children love to ask riddles also, and they try to solve riddles also, and they enjoy both. They enjoy asking riddles as well as trying to solve riddles. So now in these meanings that we saw about riddles, of riddles, the word, the idea of word came up many times. So that means this exercise also has got to do with building your vocabulary. So if you learn how to solve riddles well, if you show interest in solving riddles, then you will be able to do better as far as vocabulary is concerned. Okay, now we will try and see examples of many riddles here now, and then we will try and see what is the question pattern that can be asked as far as riddles are concerned, and then we will go and try to solve certain questions based on the pattern of riddles, okay, which can be asked in your scholarship exam. So are you ready and all geared up to do a lesson on riddles? So what is this? Let us do some riddles which have pictures in them, and then we will do some riddles based only on words. And children, one more thing I want to tell you is riddles are not only based on language, but you have certain riddles which are based on mathematics also. So riddles related to maths, related to numbers. Okay, but that you will learn in your maths scholarship class. Alright, so here we are going to look at riddles which are related to words which are related to English language. So this is the first riddle on your screen for you. A box without hinges, key or lid, yet golden treasure inside is hid. Now see, it has got rhyming words also, lid and hid. Okay, so what is this box which has got no hinges? There are no hinges. You know what the meaning of hinges is? Where joints are there. So on the door also, when you open the door opens on those hinges or those joints. Alright, now there are no hinges, there are no keys, and there is no lid also. But there is a golden treasure inside the box which is hidden inside the box, and it is a golden color treasure. So what is this thing which is a box without hinges, key or lid? Have you been able to guess what this is? It is nothing but an egg. So what is the answer? The answer is an egg. Okay, the shell of the egg, it safeguards the yolk which is golden in color, and it is present inside the egg. So isn't this interesting? So this is the way we find out or we try to solve and understand riddles. So see, a box without hinges, key or lid, yet golden treasure inside is hid. So this is a statement which has got a veiled meaning. Alright, it has got a hidden meaning. And what is your job? Your job is to think about it and try to pull out this hidden meaning from inside the word. Okay, let us look at a few more riddles. So see, I am the first on earth and the second in heaven. I appear twice in a week, and you can only see me once in a year. What am I? So what is this thing which is first on earth and it is second in heaven? Okay, till here it is not very confusing. But look at the next statement. It says, I appear twice in a week and you can only see me once in a year. So now see, twice in a week it comes. That means in a month, you can see it for almost 8 times, considering that a month may have 4 weeks. Okay, so in 1 week it comes twice. So in a month, it can come 8 times. Now multiply this 8 by 12. So that many number of times you should be able to see it in a year. But then what is the riddle saying? It is saying you can see me once in a year. So what is that thing which you can see twice in a week but only once in a year? So look at the expression on that child's face. Very confused, isn't it? So are you confused too? Don't be, because the answer is the letter E. So see, you were thinking about something, you were thinking about some phenomena which happens once in a year and twice in a week, and it is on the earth and it is in heaven, but it has got nothing to do with any phenomena. It is the simple letter E of the alphabet. So now how is this statement correct? See, I am the first on earth. So see, E comes first in the spelling of earth and second in heaven. So the second letter in the spelling of the word heaven is E. I appear twice in a week. So in the word week, you can see E coming up twice, 2 times. And you can only see me once in a year. And in the word year, E comes up only once. So that is why, what is the answer to this riddle? It is the letter E. So wasn't this interesting as well? Now look at this one. Now this is a different kind of a riddle. A monkey, a squirrel, and a bird are racing to the top of a coconut tree. Who will get the banana first? So what do you think the answer can be? So will the monkey get the banana first? Will the squirrel get the banana first? Or will the bird get the banana first? What do you think is the answer? So here there is no answer which is hidden inside the words. It is simple observation and common sense. Okay? Read the question again. A monkey, a squirrel, and a bird are racing to the top of a coconut tree. They are racing where? They are climbing on top of a coconut tree. And the question is, Who will get the banana first? So now when they are climbing a coconut tree, will they be able to go and pluck a banana there from top? No. So the answer is here very obvious. What? They're climbing a coconut tree. They will never get a banana there on top of the coconut tree. Okay? So some riddles can be like this also. It will test your sense of observation, your presence of mind, etc. Okay? So this is one more sample of a riddle. Let us go to one more now. What has two banks but no money? So someone who's got two banks of his own. And what is a bank? A bank is a place where we deposit our money, where our money grows. So if a person has got two banks, or if a organization has got two banks, then it should be having a lot of money. But here it is saying what has two banks but no money. So what do you think the answer can be? Think differently. So to answer riddles, children, you have to think very differently. You have to think out of the box. Alright, so what is the answer to this? It is a river. So the two sides of the river are called as banks of the river. See, here is one bank and here is the other one. And there's a river flowing in the middle. But has it got any money? Does a river have any money? None at all. So that is why the answer to this riddle is a river. It has got two banks, but it has got no money at all. Alright, so these were some interesting examples, children, using pictures. Now let us go to some word examples. So try and guess the answers to this riddle. Okay, now whenever I put up a question like this, children, and I always repeat it, and I know that you know it, but I still want to repeat it so that you do not forget by chance also. So whenever you come across a question like this, what should you do? Yes, exactly. You should pause the video and try to find out the answer yourself. Alright? And then you should check your answer with my answer. So look at this question. I come from a mine, but I'm surrounded by wood. What am I? So what is a mine? A mine is usually a place from inside the earth. So a mine is present inside the bowels of the earth. So what do you get from mines? You get different kind of metals from mines. So when there is a mine, then there cannot be wood around it. Now wood means what? Forest. Okay. So they're saying I come from a mine, but I'm surrounded by wood. Now what can grow inside of a mine? Now inside of a mine you will see that there is no light. There is no water also sometimes. I mean good water, which is needed for plants to grow. So how can a forest grow inside a mine? So what am I? So what is this thing which comes from a mine but is surrounded by wood? So what is it? Let us see. It's pencil lead. Okay. So the lead which you can find inside the pencil. So can you see the lead there? It is a kind of a mineral which is pulled out from the mines. Okay. And it is surrounded by wood. So here wood means lakdi. Wood doesn't mean forest. Okay. So this is one example of a riddle. I have tried to make it interesting by showing you pictures. Okay. Let us see one more example here on this page. What disappears the moment you say its name? So when you call it out, it disappears. So what is this magical thing? The moment you call it, it disappears. What is it? It is nothing but silence. Because the moment you open your mouth and say something, even if you say the word silence, then that silence disappears. Okay? So the moment you open your mouth and you say its name, that is you say the word, it disappears. And that is the silence which was there. Alright? One more. If a brother, his sister and their dog weren't under an umbrella, why didn't they get wet? So there was a brother, his sister and their dog, and they weren't under an umbrella. That is, they did not have any umbrella on top of their head. So why did they not get wet? What do you think? Why did they not get wet? Were they standing in some other shade? Or what was the reason? Were they hiding under a tree? So the simple answer could be it wasn't raining at all. So only when it is raining, you get wet. Okay, and if you don't have an umbrella. Now in case you do not have an umbrella but it is not raining at all, Will you get wet? No. So this is the answer. So see, this was like the coconut tree and the banana example. This was about your presence of mind. Alright, let us see a few more riddles before we go to the paper pattern, question pattern, and we do some examples. I have streets but no pavement. Pavement means what? Footpath. I have cities but no buildings. I have forests yet no trees. I have rivers yet no water. What am I? So what is this funny thing here now? So pavement means the footpath. So where there are footpaths, there have to be streets. And where there are streets, there should be pavements. But he's saying I have streets but I have no footpaths. I have cities but no buildings. So how do you understand that this place is a city and this place is a village? In a village you will not see tall buildings, but in cities you will see tall buildings. But this is a city and it doesn't have any tall buildings. It has cities but no buildings. It has forests but no trees. It has rivers but no water. What am I? So rivers will definitely have water and forests will definitely have trees. So that means there is some hidden veiled meaning here. What am I? So what is it? It is a map, because on a map you will find streets, you will find cities, you will find forests, you will find rivers, but will you find water on the map? No. Will you find pavements on the map? Will you find trees on the map? No. So that is the answer, a map. Okay, let us look at two more examples here on this page. So I am tall when I am young and I am short when I am old. What am I? Now this is again a very funny thing. Why? Because when we are young, we are short. As we grow older, we get taller. But here it is just the opposite. They're saying I'm tall when I'm young. When my age is less, I'm tall. And when I start getting older, I start getting shorter. What am I? So what is the answer? It is a candle. See why? A new candle, a young candle is tall. And as it starts growing older, that is as it starts burning and burning, it starts getting shorter and shorter. Okay, and the last example that we will do together here is, what can you break even if you can never pick it up or touch it? You cannot touch a thing, you cannot pick it up also, but you can still break it. What is it? A promise. Okay, you can break a promise without even touching it or without even picking it up. Alright, so for this you can also say silence. Okay, but here the answer promise will go here, because we've already taken an example with silence. So a promise, what does this picture say? Pinky promise we say, na? That is, I promise that I will return your book tomorrow. So a promise, you will never pick it up and drop it, but you can break it. You can never touch it, but you can break it. That is, if you don't keep your promises. Alright, so these were some examples of different types of puzzles in English. Let us see what the question paper pattern could be. Now you have just one pattern, one simple pattern of question that can be asked. Choose the correct answer to the given riddles. So there will be a riddle which is given. You have to find out what the correct answer to the riddle could be. Simple enough. So we have limited pattern of questions, so we will take some limited examples also. So come on, let us do at least 5 or 6 examples together. So let's take the first question in pattern 1. Choose the correct answer to the given riddle. So here comes your riddle. What object has keys that open no locks, space but no room, and you can enter but you cannot go in? See, it has got keys but you cannot open any lock with those keys. There is space on it, but there is no room. So now room and space, the meaning is the same. Okay, so if there is space, there should be room also, but there is space, there is no room. You can enter, but then you cannot go in. So what is the meaning of enter? Enter means to get into some place. So you can enter, but you cannot go in. So what is this thing? What object is it? So let us look at the options. So is it a haunted house, that is a bhutiya house? Is it a cottage, a keyboard, or a prison cell? So what is the answer? Haunted house where there are booths. Okay? There are keys but you cannot open it, and there is space but no room. So is it a haunted house? Is it a cottage? Cottage means a small house. Is it a keyboard, that is the keyboard that you use with your computer? Or is it a prison cell? So the answer is, it is a keyboard. See the keyboard here. So you have enter key on it, you have space key on it, you have so many keys on it, but you cannot open any lock with any of these keys. So what is the answer? It is answer number 3, a keyboard. So keyboard is the object which can open no locks, and it has got space but no room, and you can enter but you cannot go in. Alright, come on, let's move on to the next example question here. So that is question number 2, or example number 2. You can catch me easily, but you cannot throw me. What am I? So if you catch something, you can also throw it, isn't it? For example, we catch a ball and we throw it also at the same time. But you can catch this thing, but you cannot throw it. So what is it? So let us look at the options that we can have. Is it a ball? Is it a cold? Is it a bat or a cuff? So what is it? What can you catch but cannot throw? It is option number 2, a cold. A cold. We say catch a cold. Okay? You don't say catch a cuff. Alright? So it is a cold. And a ball, of course you can catch it also and you can throw it also. A bat also you can catch it and you can throw it. Of course you're not supposed to throw the bat on someone, but you can still throw that object. But what can you catch but not throw? It is a cold, where you have fever, you have headache, and your nose is running, and you are in a very miserable condition. Alright, so this was the answer to the second question, second example. Let us move on and do example number 3. This is a little big one, so come on, let's try and read it and understand it properly. 2 sisters are we. One is dark and one is fair. So there are 2 sisters, one of them is dark and the other one is fair. Dwelling in twin towers. We are quite a pair. So they live in twin towers. Okay, there are 2 towers and one of them lives in one tower, the other one lives in the other tower. And we are quite a pair. Quite a pair means we are always together. One is from the land and one from the sea. Tell us, who are we? So what are these things? They're 2 sisters. One of them is dark and one of them is fair, and they live in twin towers, but they're always together. One is from the land and one is from the sea. So what are they? Let us look at the examples. So is it water and sand? Is it sugar and spice? Is it salt and coal? Or is it salt and pepper? So what is it that are 2 sisters? One is dark, one is fair. They live in twin towers and they're quite a pair. And one is from the land and the other one is from the sea. Yes, it is salt and pepper. So you see, one is fair, one is dark. They live in twin towers and they're always together. And the pepper comes from the land. It grows on these pepper creepers. And the salt comes from the sea. So answer is answer number 4. Okay, moving on to the next example, example number 4. So this is also an interesting one. Who makes it has no need of it. Who buys it has no use of it. And who uses it can neither see nor feel it. What is it? Now see, if I'm making it, I have no need of it at all. Now when I cook, when I make something to eat, I can also eat it. But this thing, when I make it, I do not need it. Okay? The one who buys it has got no use for it at all. So if I'm going to the market and buying something which is of no use to me, does it make sense? No. Who uses it neither can see it nor feel it. And the one who's using it can neither see it nor feel it. What is it? So the options, is it a hospital, an ambulance, a coffin, or a house? So what is it? Out of these 4, Which one could be the correct answer? Let's check out. Is it 1, 2, 3 or 4? It is option number 3, a coffin. So what is a coffin? See, this is a coffin. Coffin is a place or is a thing in which you place the people who are dead and then you bury them. Okay, so the person who makes it will not use it. He is not using it because he wants to die. The person who buys it will not use it again because the person who's supposed to use it is already dead. And once a person dies, you can neither see something or feel anything. Okay, so answer is answer number 3, a coffin. Let's go to the next example, that is example 5. Feed me and I live and I thrive. Give me a drink of water and I die. What am I? So we have certain basic needs, isn't it? For example, food, shelter, clothing, these are our basic needs. When we eat, we also need to drink a lot of water because water helps us to digest our food. So water is extremely important for our body. But here in the riddle, they're saying, feed me, give me things, something to eat, and I will live and I will thrive. That is, I will grow. But give me some water and I will die. So what is this thing which can die because of water? Let's check out the options. So is it fire, 1, 2 wind, 3 bird or 4 air? What is it? It is number 1, fire. You feed the fire and it burns brightly, and you pour a bucket of water on this fire, it will immediately die. So feeding a fire means what? Putting in more wood or putting in some kerosene, etc. That is called feeding the fire. Okay, let us go to the last example that we have in pattern 1, example 6. I am a food item. So food item means I am something which is edible. I can be eaten. If you drop the first letter, I become a solid. If you add 2 letters before me, I become a word that stands for 3 times. What am I? So food item we know, 4-letter word we know. When you remove the first letter out of the 4 letters, then it becomes a solid. If you add 2 letters, then it becomes a word that stands for 3 times. So what am I? So see, you have to have good knowledge of words and how the words are used in case you want to understand and give answers to such riddles. So what are they? What is it? Let us check out. Is it meat? Is it rice? Is it pear or plum? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Which do you think the answer is? Yes, it is answer number 2, rice. Let us check out how. So this is the word rice. It is a food item. You can cook rice, you can eat it, and it is a 4-letter word, R-I-C-E, rice. If you drop the first letter, that is if you cut R, it becomes solid. Solid is what? Ice. Ice is solid. And if you add 2 letters before me, okay, so if you add 2 letters, TH before it, it becomes thrice, means 3 times. Okay, so what is the answer here? It is R-I-C-E, rice. Okay, children, so this was the lesson based on riddles. So what did we do? We looked at what the meaning of a riddle is. We looked at many interesting riddles. We saw what the paper pattern for a riddle could be, for a riddle based question could be, and then we also solved some examples according to that particular question pattern. Alright, so watch the video till the end, and towards the end I will give you certain exercises also. So come on, let's see what those exercises will be. So children, now you have watched the video. So after you watch the video now, you will have to complete a few simple tasks. Now you might have watched the video on your computers or your laptops or your mobile phones. Now after you watch the video, what will you do? You will please go to the description box which is given below the video. So what is the description box? See, the description box looks like this. Alright, and after you go to the description box, you will see that there are a few questions there. Now what are these questions about? These questions are about the lesson that we just learned or the video that you just watched. So what will you do? You will think back properly about the lesson and you will try and answer these questions and note down the answers in your notebook if you want. Okay? After that, we have another task waiting. You will also click on the link which you will find in the description box to fill up the Google form. So now what is the Google form, children? It is nothing but a simple form. There are a few simple questions there about the video which you just saw and also about yourself. So these are the tasks now that you will have to complete after you watch each video. So children, wasn't that a very interesting lesson? I'm sure you learnt a lot of new things in this lesson. If you have liked this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe to my video so that you will get to see all the videos which I keep posting regularly.